Several years ago, I wrote for Harvard Business Review an article entitled "My Week as a Room Service Waiter at the Ritz." And that article involved my experience going through the Ritz-Carlton hotel chain's customer employee training program, and then spending a week on the job, finally near the end of the week, going solo as a room service waiter on my own, trying to embody their well-known principles and gold standard of customer service. We learned a ton of stuff in the training portion of my week, but a couple somewhat interesting principles have stuck with me since I took that training program. One is the idea of lateral service. Now, what's lateral service? It's the idea that for an organization to provide what I like to call extreme customer service, people have to help out each other as well as employees helping the customers themselves. I remember one evening when we were bringing down some room service trays from an upper floor late at night at the end of the shift, my training partner and I, and a night watchman went by and helped us put together the carts and get them on the service elevator. No particular mention made of it, but I thought that was, in fact, a good example of so-called lateral service. Another principle that was conveyed strongly, and I don't think is that unusual, is empowering employees to do things on their own to benefit the customer that may bend rules, that may be outside of the ordinary course of business. I remember a situation in which a guest called the kitchen and said he would like barbecued chicken. Well, barbecued chicken wasn't on the menu, but that doesn't even faze the Ritz. They prepare barbecue chicken, and it was prepared, the chef prepared it, and it was ready to take up to a room. Another waiter looked at that plate and said, $16 for a single piece of barbecued chicken? I wouldn't want to, he would want to pay that. He was basically annoyed on the customer's behalf. And the chef created another piece, and the waiter took it up to the room. An example of an employee really taking the initiative in providing customer service. The last concept that struck me was the emphasis of the Ritz's grand tradition of customer service in the training part of the program. The Ritz was founded by the son of a Swiss sheep herder who had been fired from 4 jobs and opened his own hotel in Paris in 1898 under his own name, and the rest is really branding history. That history was conveyed to employees. Employees were asked in training, what do your friends think when you say you're going to work at the Ritz? These are housekeepers, front desk people, finance people, and everybody would say, ooh, or they're impressed, or it's special. That sort of conveyance of symbols and traditions to employees that they can embody in their work with customers, I think, is important. The Ritz obviously has a long history in which to relate, but even a 2-year-old software startup has certain traditions and symbols that can be inculcated and encouraged and fostered in a way that employees will try to carry them out to the benefit of customers. It was a great experience, and I hope that I have served my customers, official and unofficial, a little bit better ever since.